Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. I have always maintained that the SNP in general, and Nicola Sturgeon in particular, lie so comprehensively, so totally, because they don't ever want to ever accidentally tell the truth. And so by constantly lying, no one ever knows when the truth comes out, and everyone just assumes everything they say is a lie. And they lie, when I say about everything, I mean literally about everything. She could be wearing a red dress and tell people it's blue. She could have got out of a taxi, be seen getting out of a taxi and say she came by train. She lies that much. And she lies about the most trivial things that don't matter. In written evidence to the COVID inquiry, she said that she did not keep a diary. And yet, at a book festival, she said she kept a very wide-ranging, comprehensive diary and had done so since 2018. It's keeping a diary, for Christ's sake. And she has to lie about that. But she doesn't lie over there. She lies to the inquiry. What is wrong with the woman that she has to lie about everything? Let's take a look. Now, before we get into it, do please check you're still subscribed. Already today had someone saying that they were bounced out and unsubscribed against their will. So just double check you are subscribed. And if you are yet to subscribe, if you're one of the 60-odd% of regular viewers who are yet to subscribe, please do so. Let's broaden the channel. Because the way the algorithm works is it pushes down news channels, but by subscribing, it gives us the boost and it gets us out to a wider audience. So it really, really does matter. It really helps. So do please hit that subscribe button. Now, Showbiz Sturgeon started writing a diary in 2018, despite what she told the COVID inquiry. Now, this is just a diary. This isn't important, but it goes to the heart of the matter. It goes to show how lying is so embedded in that woman's psyche. She cannot tell the truth. It's I think virtually impossible for her to ever tell the truth. And she's got out of that habit because in case one day, like I say, she accidentally tells it and people realise that, she's an awful person. Far too late for that. But why would you lie about something so trivial, And the fact is, she lied under oath, or it was written. It was a written statement, but it was still signed, and that was presented to the COVID inquiry. Lies. We can believe nothing. She is now a proven liar. Nothing she said to that inquiry is now true. She lied about everything in that inquiry. How do we know that? Because we now have proof she is a liar, and therefore everything she says ever has got to be suspect. So all you SNP voters, when you sit there and go, oh yes, but look at Queen Nick said this and Queen Nick said that. Queen Nick is a liar. By her own volition, she lies. And you are foolish enough to believe her lies, even when presented with the facts. It's sad. The former First Minister told an audience at a book festival she had started keeping a fairly comprehensive diary, but in her written statement to the inquiry, she said it'd never been her practice to do so. Honestly, if she said her front door was closed, you'd go and check, wouldn't you? Nicola Sturgeon said in September 18 that she had written a comprehensive diary over most of this year and joked she would maybe publish it one day. However, the former First Minister told the UK COVID inquiry that she'd never done so. In her written statement, she said, "It's never been my practice to keep contemporaneous diaries, notebooks or notes, and I did not do so in the relation to the management of the pandemic." In other words, she's saying, I never kept diaries, even though she's admitting keeping a diary. She says, I never keep diaries so she can pretend that she didn't have notes. Are you telling me she went all those years and all these things and never wrote anything down, never kept a note? Bull. I'm calling it bull. And the only reason she's saying it is she doesn't want any of these things coming out because they will put her to prison. This woman has to lie all the time about everything. Every little aspect of everything that she does. Shady, secretive, lying, cover up. Because she's so evil. She's such a psychopathic, narcissistic, nasty, squirming, writhing piece of human filth. And she dare not ever tell the truth. She doesn't want her notes coming out. She doesn't want her messages read. Because she knows they will put her in prison. The statement, signed in November 23, appears at odds with her comments at the Wigton Book Festival just over 5 years previously during a Q&A session with the author Damien Barr. Asked by Barr if she'd ever kept a diary, she replied, "I don't write a diary, or I haven't written a diary as religiously or as systematically as I wish I had over the past 10 years. But I have started. Earlier this year I decided to do that, and I wouldn't say I've managed to do it every single day, but I've kept pretty much a fairly comprehensive diary over most of the year." So she has kept a diary, and then in the notes says she never did. Lies. Lies upon lies. Everything that woman does. Everything. Lies. She said, about her book that she's writing, her memoirs, very short memoir book. She said, "I am aiming to chronicle key events over the past 3 decades of Scottish and British politics and take the reader behind the scenes to describe how it felt to be in the room, who else was there, the relationships involved, and how decisions were arrived at." Well, you ain't going to do much without your notes, are you, love? It's all bullshit. We won't believe a word of it. You're a proven liar. Anyway, however, without any contemporaneous diaries, notebooks or notes, it will rely on the former First Leader's notoriously sketchy memory. Her hazy recollection of relatively recent events was highlighted in 2021 when she was appearing before a committee of MSPs examining her role in the Scottish Government's handling of the sexual harassment complaints against Alex Salmond. "I cannae remember. I wasn't there," if you remember there. She'd forgotten this meeting, forgotten that meeting, forgotten what she'd said, forgotten the people involved. She'd forgotten everything. And now she's going to write about things over the last 30 years from her excellent memory, because she doesn't need to take notes. What a liar. That woman, if she swallowed a nail, it would come out a corkscrew. She is just a writhing mass of lies, isn't she? And the SNP people still love her for it. "Oh yes, she lies to us and she doesn't love us and she's a psychopath and we have buried Granny. But you know what? She's brilliant." You sad sacks. Grow up, smell the coffee and realise that you've been taken for a complete bunch of wankers. I'm coming up. Do you know, in her mind, she is godlike. She is the deity, the messiah of Scotland. Queen Nick. She is the saviour of the Scottish peoples. That's in her mind. She doesn't care. Doesn't care about the people. She's a sociopath. But it's all about grasping for power. And now she looks back and she sees, and this is why the tear, you know, because she sees her reputation is in tatters. People see her for what she is. People see her for a liar. People see her for nasty, for uncaring. People see her as a murderer. And she knows it. Now, whether she ever sees the inside of a courtroom on it, I don't know. But we know. We know exactly what we think of her. We see her as a murderer. It's our opinion. We think she did it. We think she's done that. And that is why, of course, all the shadiness, all the hidden, all the lies. Spin, spin, spin. Lie, lie, lie. Never, ever tell the truth, for the truth would put her in jail. And that, of course, is the basis behind everything. Everything. It's been cynical right from the start. She's never, ever told the truth in her life. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button. Really, really helps. Ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I will speak to you later. Bye.